Dr. Bailey, and I wanted to give everyone an update as far as where we were with our DEI initiative. And since the last communication that I sent out regarding our partnership with Lewisburg Associates, I think it's important to understand what's coming down the pike. And a lot of this is about exploratory and making sure we find out what's important to you. And so we're going to be initiating a climate of equity assessment that you'll be having the opportunity to complete to share some perspective as well over the next few days. And some of the questions that we always like to acknowledge or at least explore when we're doing this type of assessment is, what's the mission of the company and its boundaries, right? Is that something that we need to readdress or reimagine or better define, right? What's the goal of being seen for the excellent work that you do? How do we celebrate that more? Is it equitable across everyone? And then lastly, how do we bridge the gap between organizational and personal responsibility? Those are just a few of the questions that ultimately we'll get out of this assessment. And so as I scroll down here, you'll see as you get access to it, we define a couple of terms that we want everyone to be familiar with that you may see throughout the very brief assessment. But all the questions, as you can see, are based on strongly disagree to strongly agree. So I want you to get an opportunity because this tool was created to answer questions like I just mentioned earlier. It's a part of assessing the current climate to understand and improve diversity, equity, and inclusion practices. And I'd be remiss if I didn't say access, right? Removing those barriers that prevent access from all of us getting the resources that we need to do our best work, right? So this information, as we gather it from this assessment, it's going to aid organizational leadership and staff in process improvement activities, including modifications and subsequent supports that may need to be implemented to better engage and create a safe and equitable space for all of us. So I hope you take the opportunity to complete the assessment. And if you have any questions at all, feel free to reach out to myself directly or Mr. Michael Loving, who will be helping also lead this initiative, or reach out to Miriam or Nida, who's also in support of working together collaboratively to make sure that we're providing the right type of education and training experience. Once again, I appreciate all of that you do, and thank you for taking just a few minutes of your day to listen to this message. And if once again, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Thank you.